What's the best tip that helps you raise money that you do that works quite often?
That raises money. Gosh.
Or something that you do, or go, or place you go, or
For the most part, what I've started doing more of, which is helpful, is educating people as to just the options, right?
Okay.
Right. Back to kind of what you guys do and how I started was there's REITs over here where you don't have to know anything. It's super passive and liquid.
Right.
But you're not really an owner. You don't get the tax benefits, and it's really like a real estate flavored stock.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? It's not diversified, right? It has all sorts of issues with it. The returns aren't as good, right? And whereas all the way over here it is like developing your own house or property, right? That's
Right.
probably it takes the most experience. And I do I present kind of a webinar style thing where I explain here are all the options, right, for real estate investing, right? You can do it depends on how much you know, how much capital you have, right? All your different options, but on this scale of experience and knowledge, how much energy do you want to do? That's what it comes down to originally. I always tell people, think about this. Do you want to be active or passive, right? How much energy and time do you really have to put into this? Do you want to put into it? What's a good return on your time? Like I said, a lot of my investors are high income earners. And it's like, oh yeah, they're excited by real estate. They know how awesome it is. They don't exactly know what they're getting into and how much time and energy it is. I have a friend who's an anesthesiologist out in California, and he bought a project in Wisconsin, and he ended up losing hundreds of thousands of dollars because he's trying to do it himself, right? And without the experience, and he went too big too fast. And it happens. And I mean, he learned a lot. That's a seminar and a half. But
and now he knows, hey, I need to partner with experienced operators.
Right. I mean, as a high income earner and like as an anesthesiologist, he was looking to mitigate the taxes.
Right.
Right, which is kind of the play, which makes sense, right? But a lot of my investors don't want to even do that. They just they want the best return on their money and the best return on their time. And that's staying where they're experienced and staying in the OR and putting their money into something like what I do, right? And so
that's great.
Solving that problem is kind of the easiest way I help people. Back to your question is I educate them, let them know what the options are, and just say, knowing that, do you want to be active or do you want to be passive?
Right.
And then you mentioned you had a podcast, so is that through the podcast? Do you get that information to these high-income earners through the podcast or just relationship building?
Sometimes. It's more relationship building and networking. Trying to help each other, right? That's solving problems is really where it's at. And it took me a while to figure that out, right? Because the bigger projects we take on, the bigger problems we have, the more help we need.
Gotcha.
And the more help the more knowledge we have, we can help other people. And I've been able I started my podcast a couple years ago. Phoenix Prosperity Podcast has been great. I've met all sorts of great people, and I've been able to help tons of them. Just playing Connector alone is super powerful.
Yeah. Okay, so tell us about a project you either working on or just finished. How did you source the deal, find the deal, raise the capital? Kind of walk us through, briefly one of your deals.
Well, I'll talk about the one we're doing right now. We're wrapping up. In a couple weeks, we're going to close on another deal in Texas. This one is in a great market in North San Antonio. It's from an owner-operator. You don't really see that very often in the sense of it's a single, it's like a mom-and-pop style, which when you get over 100-unit apartment complex, usually it's more institutional owners or syndicators or something. It's a team. But the PCA for the property condition assessment from the lender came in, and it's like an appraisal, and they come in. Their job is to find everything wrong with it, and they were like, "Yeah, this place is great." Like we've never seen a place this nice, and it was just super well maintained, right?